Hi everyone, welcome back to Super Kalam. I am your mentor and teacher Arpita Sharma, and this is going to be part 2 of Modern Indian History Complete Revision. In part 1, we had revised from 1600 till the socio-religious reform movements. But in part 2, we are going to focus more on Indian National Congress, moderates and extremists. We are going to focus more on national freedom struggle, etc. All the important movements till the Indian Independence Act. Now this particular class is going to be really important for all of you because this part is the major chunk which is a favorite of UPSCs when it comes to prelims examination, when it comes to mains GS paper 1. ये वाला chunk थोड़ा सा याद करने में भी मुश्किल रहता है. So I've tried to build a storyline. Through the storyline we are going to study the timeline. Okay, so let's get started everyone. I hope that you have your registers with you. देखो क्लास में ना ऐसे बैठ के बस सुन लिया लेक्चर, इससे फायदा नहीं होगा जब तक आप खुद से क्लास में साथ साथ मेरे साथ नोट्स नहीं बनाओगे. बिकॉज विजुअल मेमोरी वाइल यू मेक नोट्स, इट इज वेरी पावरफुल, इट स्टेज विद यू टिल द एग्जाम. एंड अब तो एग्जाम्स आर फ्यू वीक्स अवे. So let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Kalam. I am your teacher and mentor Arpita Sharma, and this is part 2 of Modern History Marathon. In part 1 we had covered till socio religious reform movements. हमने ये एक बहुत ही प्यारी टाइमलाइन कवर की थी फर्स्ट क्लास में, फ्रॉम 1600 टिल ऑल द सोशियो रिलीजियस रिफॉर्म मूवमेंट्स टिल 1858, द 19th सेंचुरी के जितने भी रिफॉर्म मूवमेंट्स थे, वी ऑल कवर्ड देम वन बाय वन. ठीक है, विद द फाउंडर्स, द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स एटसेट्रा. Now we are going to move to the next part of the marathon session, where we are first going to start with formation of Indian National Congress. Now there are regulating act, Pitt's India Act, Charter Act, etc. बहुत सारे acts हैं. M लक्ष्मीकांत बुक का 7th edition, first chapter has all those acts. Make sure that you cover them. अच्छे से उनको वहाँ से cover करना है, revise करना है, because this is a revisionary class. So all the key important moments and movements and all the important events from the perspective of PYQs we are covering. Now, when we talk about formation of Indian National Congress, this is again UPSC's favorite. Why? Because there were different kind of sessions which were conducted, which had different outcomes, different presidents. So we are going to cover them. देखो, when we talk about Indian National Congress, it was founded or it was formed at Bombay in December 1885. It was formed. So 1885 is the year which always sticks in my mind. And in this movement, there was an early leadership. अर्ली लीडरशिप किसकी हुई थी इस मूवमेंट में? वी सी दादा भाई नावरोजी, who is also known as the great old man of India. So this is important. Then we see the early leadership of Feroz Shah Mehta. Then we see Badruddin Tayyab ji. Then we see over here W.C. Banerjee. Then Surendranath Banerjee. You all know why Surendranath Banerjee is important. Surendranath Banerjee. Then we see over here R.C. Dutt, Romesh Chandra Dutt. Then S. Iyer, Subramania Iyer sir. Right? So all these were largely from Bombay and Calcutta, and these were the early leaders in Indian National Congress. And we know that Indian National Congress was formed because of also one catalyst was also A.O. Hume sir, retired English civil servant. So basically, at that point of time, people were becoming politically aware. And to make sure that their voice, their opinions, it gets a platform, this INC was basically created. होता है ना, when we have lots of energy, our parents put us into sports clubs or gyms जाना हम शुरू कर देते हैं, और dance classes, so that we can channelize that energy. Similarly here, political awareness was increasing. More and more people were being vocal about the administration, and that is why a channel was created so that they can voice out their opinion, which was Indian National Congress. Okay, and that is why it is important. Now there were different kind of sessions of Indian National Congress which were created. So we are going to one by one revise those sessions. The first session of Indian National Congress, this is very very important. तो ये sessions बहुत important रहते हैं. I'll just yes, अब ये sessions बहुत बहुत important रहते हैं for prelims perspective. So first session it was held at Bombay. Write it down. It was held in Bombay in 1885, and at that time who was the president? President was W.C. Banerjee. ठीक है, ये एक important aspect याद कर लिया हमने. Here Indian National Congress was formed. Then we move to second session. Second session was held in Calcutta and it was held in 1886. And who was the president? Dadabhai Nauroji, the old grand man of India. Drain of wealth theory was given by Dadabhai Nauroji. Then the third session was held in, कहाँ पर हुआ था ये? अगेन कैलकाटा, सॉरी मैड्रास में हुआ था ये. ठीक है, इट वॉज हेल्ड इन मैड्रास in 1887. And who was the president over here? President was Sayyid Badruddin Tayyab ji. He was the first Muslim president. And then we had the fourth session. Fourth session कहाँ होता है? Allahabad में होता है fourth session. It was held in Allahabad in 1888. And who was the president? George Yule was the president. He was the first English president. Then we had the next 1896. कैलकाटा में सेशन होता है हमारा. उस वक्त प्रेसिडेंट है रहीमतुल्ला सायानी. रहीमतुल्ला सायानी. तो यहाँ पर आप देखोगे वंदे मातरम जो सॉन्ग है वो गाया गया था. ठीक है, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. फर्स्ट टाइम बाय रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर जी. देन नेक्स्ट 1896 के बाद 1899 का सेशन होता है. लखनऊ में होता है ये सेशन. एंड दिस सेशन वॉज कंडक्टेड इन लखनऊ अंडर द प्रेसिडेंटशिप ऑफ रमेश चंद्र दत्त. तो इसमें लैंड रेवेन्यू को परमानेंटली फिक्स करने की डिमांड की गई थी. इट वॉज डिमांडेड दैट लैंड रेवेन्यू शुड बी परमानेंटली फिक्स्ड. ओके, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड ले लेते हैं. ठीक है, सो आई विल क्रिएट अ लाइन ओवर हियर. ठीक है, चलो नाउ द नेक्स्ट सेशन 1901 का सेशन होता है. कहाँ होता है? कैलकाटा में होता है. ठीक है, और प्रेसिडेंट कौन है? दिनशा ई वाचा. दिनशा ई वाचा वॉज द प्रेसिडेंट. एंड व्हाट हैपन्स? गांधी जी फर्स्ट टाइम प्लेटफॉर्म पे आते हैं. फर्स्ट अपीयरेंस ऑन इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस. ठीक है, देन वी हैड 1905 बनारस में सेशन होता है. प्रेसिडेंट गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले सर. ठीक है, और इसमें स्वदेशी मूवमेंट को प्रोक्लेम किया जाता है. स्वदेशी मूवमेंट इज फॉर्मली प्रोक्लेम्ड. देन नेक्स्ट हो जाता है 1906 कैलकाटा. अगेन हियर दादा भाई नाउरोजी वॉज द प्रेसिडेंट एंड 4 resolutions were adopted. 4 resolutions were adopted. स्वराज, दैट मीन्स सेल्फ रूल. स्व का मतलब होता है सेल्फ, राज मीन्स रूल, स्वराज. देन बॉयकॉट मूवमेंट. देन स्वदेशी मूवमेंट, स्वदेशी वर्ड वॉज प्रोक्लेम्ड. एंड नेशनल एजुकेशन की बात की गई थी. नेशनल एजुकेशन वॉज टॉक्ड अबाउट इन दिस मूवमेंट. ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट पे जाते हैं. आई विल क्रिएट अ लाइन ओवर हियर. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर अब नेक्स्ट आ जाएगा 1907 सूरत में सेशन होता है. एंड हियर प्रेसिडेंट वॉज राश बिहारी घोष. You have to tell me in the comment section. There is one more thing why Rash Bihari Ghosh is very famous for. Okay, here Congress gets splits. Split होता है moderates and extremists में. Moderates and extremist और सेशन adjourn हो जाता है. Moderates were the old leaders. Extremist were the, extremist की स्पेलिंग ठीक कर देती हूँ, एक सेकेंड. Extremists. Okay, extremists were the young blood. Right, they were saying कि only prayer, petition, protest इससे काम नहीं चलेगा. We have to take things in our own hand. Okay, and then we have 1910 Allahabad session. Here president is Sir William Wedderburn. And here separate electorate demand was introduced. ठीक है, Act 1909 का एक्ट आ जाता है इसमें. Write it down. Separate electorate system introduced. Okay, Act of 1909. Then 1910 का सेशन आ जाता है. 1910 अगेन इलाहाबाद. ये जो 1910 का सेशन तो हमने कर लिया. ओके, 1910 इज डन. 1911 I'll just erase this. Yes, 1911 का सेशन कैलकाटा. Then here what happens? B.N. Dhar is the president. और इसमें कांग्रेस में जनमन गण पहली बार गाया गया था. ठीक है, ये एक इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है. देन आफ्टर दैट वी हैव 1915 बॉम्बे सेशन. अब यहाँ पर क्या होता है इन बॉम्बे सेशन? सर SP सिन्हा was the president in the बॉम्बे सेशन. कांग्रेस का जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है उसको थोड़ा सा ऑल्टर, थोड़ा सा चेंज किया गया था, सो दैट पीपल फ्रॉम द एक्सट्रीमिस्ट ग्रुप कैन ऑल्सो बी एडमिटेड, कैन ऑल्सो बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. ओके. Have 1916 session which was conducted in Lucknow, and here we have AC Majumdar. AC Majumdar. And here what happened कि moderates and extremists were united. They were united. इनको unite किया गया. United. ठीक है. And here Lucknow Pact was signed. Lucknow Pact was signed. Okay, between Congress and Muslim League, so that one kind, एक सहमति बन सके दोनों के बीच में. ठीक है. उसके बाद आता है 1917 का सेशन जो कि कैलकाटा में होता है, एंड इसमें प्रेसिडेंट होती हैं एनी बेसेंट. फर्स्ट वुमेन प्रेसिडेंट थी ये कांग्रेस की. ठीक है. एंड देन वी हैव 1918. ये बहुत स्पेशल सेशन है, बॉम्बे का सेशन जो हुआ था. हेयर द प्रेसिडेंट वाज सैयद हसन इमाम. ओके. तो यहां पर आप देखोगे मॉन्टेग्यू एंड केम्सफोर्ड रिफॉर्म्स. मॉन्टेग्यू एंड केम्सफोर्ड रिफॉर्म्स हैपेंड ओवर हियर. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड इन मॉन्टेग्यू एंड केम्सफोर्ड रिफॉर्म, ये भी याद करना बहुत जरूरी है. लेट अस रिवाइज दैट आल्सो. थिकली देयर वर की फीचर्स लाइक डायरकी वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. ओके. प्रोविंशियल गवर्नमेंट्स जो थी, द प्रोविंशियल गवर्नमेंट्स, दे वर डिवाइडेड इनटू रिजर्व्ड सब्जेक्ट्स, रिजर्व्ड सब्जेक्ट्स, transferred subjects and transferred subjects. Reserved subjects were controlled by Britishers, and they were transferred subjects were controlled by Indian ministers. Indian ministers. Reserved subjects में क्या क्या आता था? Defense, police and finance. Transferred subjects like local self government, right? Like education, etc. were in transferred subjects. Then next was bicameral legislature. Next feature, bicameral legislature. So bicameral means two house. Okay, at the center it was established. Then we had limited franchisee. Limited franchisee का मतलब क्या होगा? Limited franchisee. That means reforms introduced limited voting rights, particularly for the women in the specific group like landowners, graduates, etc. And Indian representation was increased. Indian representation was increased. Okay. और इसको बोला गया था कि आफ्टर 10 years इट विल बी इट्स प्रोग्रेस विल बी studied or reviewed. So that is why it was important. All right, so we have covered so far the important sessions in the Indian National Congress. Now we are going to move to the next important aspect. We have studied moderates versus extremists also, तो ये हमारा timeline पूरा हो गया. अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. The next timeline would be of partition of Bengal and स्वदेशी movement. अब इस timeline को पढ़ने वाले हैं हम लोग. This is going to be really important. Okay, सूरत split भी हमने पढ़ लिया. The division of extremists and moderates, that also we have studied. So let's start with partition of Bengal and Swadeshi movement. Now, partition of Bengal is very, very important and historic moment in modern Indian history. 1905 का ये point है, ठीक है? And what happened over here? It was orchestrated completely by British government. Okay, what was the aim over here? What was the goal of the government behind partition of Bengal? The goal was simple. They were saying, they were projecting that we want governance to become simpler. We want to simplify governance. Bengal is very huge administratively. It is very tough for us to govern Bengal. So we wanted to simplify governance. We wanted to make it easier, and that is why we want to partition it. But we all know the real aim was to create a divide between Hindus and Muslims, right? तो इसमें हुआ क्या था? Communal tensions start हो गई थी. मैंने आपको बताया था ना in the part 1 itself. What did I tell you? I explained to you very nicely that Britishers after 1857 knew one thing, that we need to divide and then we need to rule, because 1857 में people from different areas, they were getting united individually, आप समझो, but वो unite हो रहे थे against Britishers. So Britishers were terrified because of that. That is why East India Company को हटाया and direct control government का, British government का India में आया. So they wanted to rule through communal tensions now. So what happened over there? होता क्या है यहाँ पर? Partition होता है बंगाल का, and here you will see that this movement sparked the starting of स्वदेशी movement. यहीं से आप देखोगे कि स्वदेशी मूवमेंट की स्टार्टिंग भी होती है when Indians started boycotting British goods because they were protesting. प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे किसके खिलाफ? फॉरेन गुड्स के खिलाफ, फॉरेन रूल के खिलाफ, राइट? So over here, when we talk about partition of Bengal, the first important aspect that we need to remember is that first they were saying, they were giving us administrative reasons. They were saying that we are partitioning Bengal because of some administrative reason, right? They said that their Bengal province is very large and it is very difficult to govern, so partition is important for efficiency. Then second aim we all know was divide and rule. Okay, so basically many national leaders, they pointed it out that this was a deliberate activity done by Britishers. Deliberate activity thi. It was an attempt to divide Hindus and Muslims so that nationalist movement can become weak and they can maintain their power. Third, यहाँ पर लॉन्ग टर्म कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस के क्या हुए ये जानना जरूरी है. व्हाट वाज द लॉन्ग टर्म रिजल्ट ऑफ दिस पार्टीशन? नाउ वी नो दैट पार्टीशन ऑफ बंगाल वाज रिवर्स्ड आल्सो. इसको वापस ऑपोजिट भी किया गया व्हेन बिकॉज मास स्केल पे पीपल वर प्रोटेस्टिंग अगेंस्ट इट, राइट? सो इट वाज अनल्ड इन 1911 को इसको अनल भी किया गया. बट द रिजल्ट वाज that communal tensions, they started growing on a larger scale. It influenced many events which led to finally the partition of India in 1947. Okay, यहाँ तक पॉइंट्स क्लियर हो गए. सो वी हैव स्टडीड पार्टीशन ऑफ बंगाल. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट इज कि यहीं से स्वदेशी मूवमेंट आता है. सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वाज स्वदेशी मूवमेंट? स्वदेशी, स्व मीन्स सेल्फ, देशी मीन्स आवर ओन नेशन, right? So it was a self sufficiency, write it down, self sufficiency movement. It was part of Indian independence movement. It also contributed in developing Indian nationalism. Okay, तो यहाँ पर आप देखोगे 1903 में पार्टीशन ऑफ बंगाल वाज मेड पब्लिक इन दिसंबर 1903 एंड डिसकंटेंट तो बढ़ा ही जा रहा था. फॉर्मली इट स्टार्टेड इन 1905, 7th August 1905, that also we know, right? And in the town hall of Calcutta, and we know that Mahatma Gandhi ji, he was focusing more on Swaraj, self rule, right? तो वो खादी की भी काफी बात करते थे, खादी प्रोडक्शन की, राइट? Cloth production ki, that we all know. He used to talk about the Gramodyog societies also. So the Indian National Congress used this movement as arsenal for its freedom struggle. And आप देखोगे 15th August 1947 को there was a hand spun, write it down, a hand spun khadi tricolor Ashok Chakra Indian flag, which was unfurled at Princess Park near India Gate, New Delhi, by Jawaharlal Nehru ji. That was the result, right? ये पॉइंट यहाँ पर सब तक सबको क्लियर हो गया. ये जो गवर्नमेंट का डिसीजन था ना, दिस डिसीजन टू पार्टीशन बंगाल, इट वाज मेड इन 1903 itself. The official reason was that Bengal had a population of 78 million. बहुत large है इसको एडमिनिस्ट्रेट करना. Real reason तो we all know. असली रीजन तो हम सबको पता है, राइट? सो बंगाल वॉज डिवाइडेड बाय रिलीजन. वेस्टर्न हाफ जो था प्राइमरीली हिंदूज का था, ईस्टर्न हाफ में प्राइमरीली मुस्लिम थे. सो ये डिवाइड एंड कॉन्कर की जो स्ट्रैटेजी थी ना, यहीं से स्वदेशी मूवमेंट निकल के आता है. एंड द ब्रिटिश रीयूनाइटेड बंगाल इन 1911, बट उस टाइम पर दिल्ली को फिर कैपिटल बना दिया गया. ये पॉइंट याद रखना है. सो स्वदेशी मूवमेंट टुक ऑन अ न्यू मीनिंग आफ्टर द reunification of Bengal, that we need to remember. Now the next important part of our revision would be revolutionary activities. देखो, when we talk about revolutionary activities, a 10 marker question you can expect in mains over it, which is revolutionary terrorism during Indian freedom struggle. इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, राइट? तो देखो, जब हम बात करते हैं ना, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई बिहाइंड इट. whenever we study anything we need to understand why it happened, क्यों हुआ था ये, ठीक है? तो देखो, we all know that our youth is very very passionate. So first is the youth was becoming more and more towards youth was going more and more towards nationalism. So that was one such reason. ये एक reason था, because see, among the countrymen the youth is the more passionate one, right? And they were noticing the economic exploitation of Indians by British government. Second reason क्या हो सकता है? See, the moderates and the and the extremist. We know that they split. When they split, what happened? Directions got changed. Now two different kind of you can say units are handling nationalism or freedom struggle in two different ways. So यहाँ पर क्या होता है, what happened over here, that the younger people, they were not ready to retreat, right? There was a fallout of Swadeshi boycott movement also, that was also one such reason, right? उसके बाद next यहाँ पर reason हो जाता है the suppression by government. There were no peaceful avenues left for the people to protest. No means of petition or protest could help get back our nation. So that is also the one of the reasons. Okay. And we were learning from different kind of other nations who were fighting for their own individual freedom. So that also inspired us, and that is why there were different kind of movements, there were different kind of, you can say, societies which were created. Okay, अलग अलग societies create हुई, अलग अलग movements create हुए, and that happened. Now the most important part is कि what were the different kind of revolutionary movements which took place. For example, अगर हम देखें तो publications were used, right, to spread awareness among the masses. Publications like Atma Shakti, Atma, write it down, Sakti. Atma, Sakti. Atma means soul, Shakti means power. Publications like Sarathi, right? They basically tried to spread revolutionary ideals and self-sacrifice messages among the youth. Then there were because of non-cooperation movements, withdrawal also, these revolutionary movements, they started spreading. Non-cooperation movement के withdrawal से many younger peoples were upset, right? चौरी चौरा इंसिडेंट हुआ और फिर इस मूवमेंट को विड्रॉ कर लिया गया, and that is why the younger people, they were very upset, they were confused, they were disillusioned, so they did not know कि अब next direction क्या होना चाहिए, right? Then there was Abhinav, write it down, अभिनव भारत मंदिर, अभिनव भारत मंदिर, जिसको यंग इंडिया सोसाइटी भी बोलते हैं, एंड अ क्वेश्चन ऑन यंग इंडिया सोसाइटी हैज बीन आस्क्ड बाय यूपीएससी. यंग इंडिया सोसाइटी, it was formed in 1904. Who formed it? Vinayak Savarkar and Ganesh Damodar Savarkar. They formed this particular society, right? It was initially established as Mitra Mela, but later on it was named as Abhinav Bharat Mandir. Okay, तो ये एक important aspect हो जाता है, and it was, this society was inspired by the movements in Italy. Okay, so एक ये हो जाता है. Then we all know about the Delhi Lahore conspiracy case, right? So write it down, Delhi Lahore conspiracy case. So what happened over here? 1912 की बात है, and we had Rash Behari Bose. He led this particular led a group of revolutionaries which had Awadh Bihari, Master Amir Chand, Bal Mukund. तो उसमें होता है लॉर्ड हार्डिंग को असैसिनेट करने की कॉन्स्पिरेसी होती है, एंड 23 दिसंबर को अटैक होता है. लॉर्ड हार्डिंग वाज राइडिंग एन एलिफेंट थ्रू चांदनी चौक for the installation of Delhi as the capital, right? And a bomb was thrown at him. So he survived the attack, but the revolutionaries were arrested in 1914. Okay, ये point याद रखना है. इसमें चरण दास जी को life imprisonment हुई थी. Then there was HRA, which was Hindustan Republican Association. What happened over here? 1924 में it was formed. It was formed by Ram Prasad Bismil, Jogesh Chandra, write it down, Jogesh Chandra Chatterjee, okay, and Sachin Sanyal to organize armed revolution against the British rule, right? तो इसमें आप देखोगे that it was a response after the cancellation of the non-cooperation movement that this organization came. 1928 में it was renamed as HSRA. So it was renamed in 1928 as HSRA, Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, under Bhagat Singh. Okay, भगत सिंह. एंड सी यहाँ पर ना इट ड्रू इट्स इंस्पिरेशन फ्रॉम भगवद गीता. एचआरए का अगर हम देखेंगे तो भगवद गीता से देवर इंस्पायर्ड. ओके, देन काकोरी कॉन्स्पिरेसी केस आ जाता है एक. देयर इज काकोरी कॉन्स्पिरेसी केस. ओके, सो अगेन 1925 का ये केस है. दिस वाज आल्सो पार्ट ऑफ रेवोल्यूशनरी मूवमेंट. देन देयर इज लाहौर कॉन्स्पिरेसी केस. देन देयर आर रेवोल्यूशनरी मूवमेंट्स व्हिच हैपेंड इन बंगाल. फॉर एग्जांपल, अनुशीलन समिति वाज देयर, 1902 में स्टैब्लिश हुई थी. युगांतर ग्रुप हो गया, तो मैं यहाँ पर नोट डाउन करती हूँ. सो वी हैड युगांतर ग्रुप in Bengal. Yugantar Group formed in 1906. It was a secret revolutionary organization in Kolkata. Okay, and it was established by Aurobindo Ghosh, Barindra Ghosh, Raja Shubhodh Malik, Bhupendranath Datta. Then we have Anushilan Samiti. They can ask you to arrange them chronologically. तो ईयर याद रखना जरूरी है. 1902 सतीश चंद्र बासु established it. Okay, then we had मुजफ्फर कॉन्स्पिरेसी केस. फिर हमारे पास यहाँ पर हावड़ा गैंग केस भी था. हावड़ा गैंग केस known as Havra Shivpur conspiracy case which occurred in 1910. Okay, तो ये भी एक important aspect हो जाता है. So and then we had the, write it down, Indian Home Rule Society. Home Rule Society, which was established in 1905. Who established it? Write it down. Shamaji Krishna Varma. Shamaji Krishna Varma established it. Okay, later on, V.D. Savarkar ji took the establishment under his wings, and in 1907. Okay, तो ये एक हो जाता है. Then there was a movie also which was made. तो ये हो जाता है Gadar Party. It was formed in 1913. Okay, so basically it originated from the Punjabi immigrants on North America's west coast, and it was led by, write it down, Lala Hardayal. Okay, तो ये एक important aspect हो जाता है. Then you must remember the Komagata. This was a news Maru incident. कोमागाटा मारू इंसिडेंट 1914 का ये इंसिडेंट है. जापानीज स्टीमशिप was carrying Indian passengers who attempted to immigrate to Canada, but they were not allowed the entry. Okay, so these were the revolutionary movements that you must remember for prelims. So now we are going to move ahead. अब यहाँ पर timeline देखनी है. We have completed the revolutionary movements. Now we are going to move ahead. Entry of Gandhiji. Now here we need to focus on the following movements: Champaran, Kheda and Ahmedabad. Then we'll move to non-cooperation, Khilafat movement, civil disobedience movement. Then we'll move to Dandi March, the salt satyagrah, round table conferences. और उसके बाद हमारे पास होगा क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट, क्रिप्स मिशन, INA, वेवल प्लान, कैबिनेट मिशन, माउंट बैटन प्लान एंड फाइनली द इंडियन इंडिपेंडेंस एक्ट. लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड एवरीवन. Now we'll start with Champaran Satyagraha. देखो, when we talk about Satyagraha means walking on the path of Satya, that means truth. Champaran Satyagraha 1917 was the first Satyagraha. It was the first Satyagraha which was led by Mahatma Gandhi ji in British India. Now ये बहुत important rebellion है in the Indian independence movement. This is very very important because it happened in Champaran district of Bihar in Indian subcontinent. And here the farmers were protesting against growing indigo, because indigo basically used to render their lands barren and they were barely getting any payment for it. So they were protesting against it. And then we all know that when we talk about Champaran Satyagraha, एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है कि उस टाइम पर गांधी जी इंडिया में आए थे वापस, है ना. तो वो राजकुमार शुक्ला ही इनवाइटेड गांधी जी. ही वाज एन एग्रेरियन. ही इनवाइटेड गांधी जी, एंड there was a tin katia system where farmers were forced to cultivate indigo. So they together, he first understood and surveyed the farmers, and then he started this satyagraha. And then it was a success because Champaran Agrarian Act 1918 was passed, where tin katia system was abolished. Then later on, we had the Kheda Satyagraha. अब देखो, because Champaran Satyagraha became a success under Gandhi ji, so what happened? People now revived their hope कि अब हमें finally थोड़ी आज़ादी ब्रिटिशर से मिलनी शुरू हो ही जाएगी. So initially the Kheda Satyagraha was led by Mohanlal Pandya sir, and later on it came under the leadership of Gandhi ji. So here partial victory was acknowledged or witnessed. 1918 में ये हुआ. Why? Because of drought and poor rainfall in the Kheda district, crop failure happened. गुजरात में खेड़ा district है, and land revenue तो was high. The Britishers were taking payment from the farmers, but they were not able to pay because there was crop failure. Government did not fully meet the demands in this satyagraha, but however they allowed peasants to pay based on whatever income they were earning. ठीक है, उनकी प्रॉपर्टी को कॉन्फिस्केट किया जा रहा था पहले, तो वो खत्म हो गया. सो इट वाज अ पार्शियल सक्सेस. एंड देन वी हैड अहमदाबाद मिल स्ट्राइक. अब ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है. दीज थ्री aspects basically gave a boost to national freedom movement. Okay, so Ahmedabad Satyagrah, or we can call it Ahmedabad Mill Strike also. Again, 1918 non-violent protest led by Mahatma Gandhi ji against the textile mill owners of Ahmedabad. So basically, the workers were demanding a wage increase and reached in statement of plague bonus. Plague चल रहा था उस वक्त, तो workers were asking for bonus, जो उनसे वापस ले लिया गया था. So Gandhi ji intervened here and he striked basically a momentum when he began a hunger strike. इन्होंने भूख हड़ताल शुरू कर दी यहाँ पर. And because of it, a pressure was created on the mill owners, so they started negotiating. तो reason क्या था? What was the reason? The demand was of the workers that 35% increment in wage should be done because prices are rising, because plague हो रहा है, भुखमरी फैल रही है, right? And Gandhi ji intervened. He advised the workers to strike. He guided them to maintain a non-violent stance. He also led the hunger strike. He also led the negotiations, and finally, mill owners agreed to arbitration and wages were increased. Okay, एंड देन वी हैड द नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट. अब देखो, जब हम नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट की बात करते हैं, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज इन द रेवोल्यूशनरीज दैट वी स्टडीड, नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट, इट वाज विथड्रॉन, इट वाज टेकन बैक, एंड दैट इज व्हाई रेवोल्यूशनरीज वर नॉट हैप्पी, राइट? सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वाज इट? इट वाज लॉन्च्ड ऑन द डे एंड मंथ इन विच आई वाज born. तो मेरा भी बर्थडे 4 सितंबर को आता है, एंड नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट भी 4 सितंबर को लॉन्च हुआ, तो ऐसे मुझे याद रहता है, राइट? दिस इज हाउ आई रिमेंबर दी नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट, क्योंकि मेरे ही बर्थडे वाले दिन लॉन्च हुआ. ठीक है, एंड इट बेसिकली इट वाज अ एक पुकार थी, इट वाज अ मैसेज दैट वी विल नॉट कोऑपरेट विद द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट. द एम वाज सेल्फ गवर्नेंस, खुद को गवर्न हम कर सकते हैं. इट वाज द फर्स्ट ऑर्गेनाइज्ड एक्ट ऑफ लार्ज स्केल सत्याग्रह. ओके, सो दैट इज वाई ऑल्सो इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, इसीलिए भी ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. And when we talk about non-cooperation movement, this movement which was launched in 1920, आपको ये point भी याद रखना है that there was Rowlatt Act. If you remember, I'll write it down over here. आप भी लिख लो फटाफट से, Rowlatt Act, write it down. And when we talk about this particular movement, it came as a result of INC withdrawing its support for British reforms following the Rowlatt Act of 18th March 1919. What did it do? Rowlatt Act ने क्या किया? Write it down. It suspended rights of rights of political prisoners, political prisoners in the sedition trials, in sedition trials. And it was seen as a political awakening by Indians. And इसी के बाद क्या होता है? जलियांवाला बाग मैसेकर, when 13th April 1919, राइट? वैसे भी 13th डे जो है वो आज के टाइम पे भी इसको काफ़ी अलग नज़र से देखा जाता है, राइट? सो खिलाफत मूवमेंट, इसके बाद हम खिलाफत मूवमेंट देखेंगे उसी टाइम पर, सेम टाइम पीरियड में 1919 में खिलाफत मूवमेंट, बिकॉज वी ऑल नो दैट ओटोमन एम्पायर्स चीफ वॉज टेक थ्रोन अवे फ्रॉम द you can say the seat of rulership, and that is why all the Indian Muslims were also protesting against it, because वो उनके religious leader की तरह वो उनको देखा करते थे, right? So खिलाफत movement was also in the same time period. So at that time ना Hindus and Muslims united, उस टाइम पर unite हुए थे against the Britishers. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now let's move on to the next important aspect. अब हम जाएंगे क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट की तरफ. Talk about quit India movement. This is a very interesting part. Quit India movement was launched, write it down. It was launched where? In the Bombay session. ये तो हमको पता है सबको, बॉम्बे सेशन में लॉन्च हुआ था, राइट? बट दिस सेशन वॉज बीइंग कंडक्टेड अंडर हुज एजेस? किसका सेशन था ये? इट वॉज, राइट इट डाउन, ऑल इंडिया कांग्रेस कमिटी. ऑल इंडिया कांग्रेस कमिटी. Many students miss out on these points. And it was by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, when was it launched? 8th of August 1942. क्या हो रहा था उस टाइम पे? वर्ल्ड वॉर टू वॉज गोइंग ऑन, एंड आर डिमांड वॉज सिंपल. आर डिमांड वॉज टू एंड ब्रिटिश रूल इन इंडिया, टू एंड द ब्रिटिश रूल in India. That was our simple demand. And Hindu Mahasabha, Communist Party of India, All India Muslim League, everyone supported. Okay. Now, why was it Why this particular demand was raised? It was raised because the Britishers failed to secure Indian support for the British war effort with the Cripps mission. And Gandhiji made a call that do or die, right? क्विट इंडिया स्पीच में क्या कॉल दिया था उन्होंने, या तो करो या मरो. इट वॉज द स्पीच वॉज गिवन इन द गोवालिया टैंक मैदान. एंड उस टाइम पर दिस वॉज by far the most serious rebellion since 1857. It was quoted by Viceroy Lilith Go. तो यहाँ पर ये मास मूवमेंट लॉन्च हो जाता है, राइट? इट वॉज रिलीज्ड. इट वॉज अ मास सिविल डिसोबीडियंस मूवमेंट ऑल्सो, बिकॉज एम क्या था, हमको इमीडिएट इंडिपेंडेंस चाहिए था ब्रिटिश रूल से, राइट? दैट वॉज बेसिकली आर go to demand at that point of time. एंड हु गेव दिस पर्टिकुलर नेम क्विट इंडिया? ये क्विट इंडिया नाम किसने दिया था, ये भी लिख लो. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो इट वॉज, राइट इट डाउन, Yusuf Meherali. He was a communist and labor unionist who served as mayor of Mumbai. He coined the slogan "Quit India." So this is very important. ठीक है, ये clarion call किसने दिया था? यूसुफ मेहरली ने दिया था. Write it down. He was a communist and he was a labor unionist. Labor unionist. He served also as the mayor of Mumbai. तो उन्होंने ये क्लैरियन कॉल दिया, दिस स्लोगन क्विट इंडिया. अब यहाँ से आपको एक डाउट आ रहा होगा कि मैम ऑल्सो एक्सप्लेन व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वॉज क्रिप्स मिशन. बट बिफोर दैट लेट अस फर्स्ट इन डिटेल अंडरस्टैंड द कॉजेज ऑफ द क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट. वहीं से आपको क्रिप्स मिशन समझ आ जाएगा. Okay, so basically Indian people were becoming very disillusioned. They were becoming, write it down, the term is disillusioned. Why they were becoming disillusioned? I'll write it down again. Disillusioned because of British government's failure. British government की लगातार failure के वजह से they were becoming disillusioned. What kind of failure of British government? The failure to fulfill its promises regarding India's self rule. They were just making false promises that yes, Swaraj mil jayega, self rule mil jayega, but they were not fulfilling it. And the British gained Indian support in World War II, but it did not still transfer the power easily to Indian leaders. Then there was August offer also, Cripps mission also. They also failed to satisfy the demands of the nationalist. Then Britishers were supporting the demand of Pakistan by the Muslim League, right? So again, Indian nationalists were infuriated because of it. That is why we started this Quit India movement. अब यहीं से क्रिप्स मिशन भी समझ लेते हैं. So what exactly was Cripps mission? What were the features? What were the promises in Cripps mission? First promises in Cripps mission was, write it down, that dominion status will be given. Okay. Then next, constituent assembly. Constituent assembly will be formed. Constitution making body will be formed for India after the war, whose members would be elected by provincial assemblies. The constitutions was to be drafted entirely by Indians now. Next was the right. This was very, ये वाला बहुत important point है. The right to secede for provinces. There would be provisions for any British Indian province unwilling to accept or to take in the constitution, to either maintain its current constitutional status or frame its own constitution. तो इससे क्या होगा, इंडिया को विभाजित कर दिया जाएगा ना बीच से. कोई भी प्रोविंस अगर चाहता है अपना अलग होना इंडिया से, वो हो सकता है, ये राइट दे दी. दैट इज वाई ऑल्सो इंडियंस वर नॉट हैप्पी. एंड वाइसरॉय की पावर्स इंटैक्ट रहेगी. राइट इट डाउन, intact powers of viceroy. So what kind of self rule are you giving to Indians, right, if viceroy's powers are intact? That is why we oppose the Cripps mission. इसलिए हमने इसको oppose किया. गांधी जी called Cripps mission as post dated check drawn on a failing bank. Congress was also not in support of Cripps mission. एंड देन फॉलोइंग आगे देखोगे आप, वी हैव फॉर्मेशन ऑफ INA, वेवल प्लान. तो यहाँ पर सबसे पहले INA को समझते हैं. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद आज़ाद हिंद फौज, अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. वी कैन नॉट मिस इट बिकॉज दिस इज समथिंग विच मेनी स्टूडेंट्स स्किप इन द स्पेक्ट्रम बुक. इंडियन नेशनल आर्मी, व्हेन वाज इट स्टैब्लिश्ड? 1941. ये यूपीएससी के परस्पेक्टिव से इंपॉर्टेंट है. And basically it had three major brigades: Gandhi Brigade, Azad Brigade and Nehru Brigade. But there was a women's regiment also. Women's participation in the Indian National Army has been very important. There was this brigade called Rani Jhansi Brigade, which was led by Captain लक्ष्मी सहगल। तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है। ठीक है, अब आगे बढ़ते हैं, लेट्स मूव अहेड। जब हम बात करते हैं, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट आज़ाद हिंद फौज, you also need to understand about the causes of the failure of Azad Hind Fauj. What were the causes? Lack of air power, one such cause. Supply line ka disruption, that was also one such cause. Outbreak of monsoon, because of which the movement of the troops was impacted, and because of which the chain of command, इसके अंदर ना ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट आया आजाद हिंद फौज में, चेन ऑफ कमांड ब्रेक डाउन हुआ था, बिकॉज ऑफ विच देयर वाज नो सीरियस, नो करेक्ट, नो राइट डायरेक्शन. तो loss of direction also was one of the reasons why this particular segment failed. Now with this we have the Wavell plan. इसी के बाद Wavell plan 1945 में आता है. It was introduced in the Shimla conference in 1945. And you know the Operation Sindoor which is going on right now. You need to understand Shimla agreement. You need to understand treaties. ये सब interconnected है चीजें. Now why it is known as Wavell plan? Because it was named after Lord Wavell. What were the main proposals? That governor general can exercise his veto on advice of ministers, right? Then reconstructed council will function as interim government, right? In 1935 act. Then यहाँ पर 1935 एक्ट रिवाइज करना बहुत जरूरी है. देन एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल्स के सारे मेंबर्स ओनली एक्सेप्ट गवर्नर जनरल एंड कमांडर इन चीफ, राइट, दे वर टू बी इंडियंस. तो अगेन द मेजर पोजीशंस दे आर एक्सक्लूडेड. तो अगेन इट वाज नॉट वेरी वेल टेकन, ज़्यादा अच्छे से इसको लिया नहीं गया. एंड देन वी हैड द कैबिनेट मिशन. अगेन कैबिनेट मिशन वाज आल्सो नॉट वेरी वेल टेकन. व्हाई? बिकॉज इफ यू रीड द प्रोविजंस ऑफ द कैबिनेट मिशन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या प्रॉब्लम थी इस मिशन के अंदर. व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम? लेट्स फर्स्ट study the cabinet mission, then only we'll be able to understand the problems why it was not very well taken. So cabinet mission 1946, here what happened? This was the final attempt by the British government to transfer powers to the hands of the Indian national leaders and to peacefully exit India. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर मैं इसको थोड़ा सा सही कर देती हूँ. इट वॉज पीसफुल एग्जिट. ओके, तो यहाँ पर अब नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट, दिस कैबिनेट मिशन वॉज सेंट in Feb 1946 to India by the Clement Attlee government. British Prime Minister थे ये. And it had 3 cabinet members, Pethick Lawrence, Stafford Cripps and we had the A.V. Alexander. इनकी positions designations भी मैंने यहाँ पर mention की है. But why it was not very well taken? Because the Constituent Assembly, that particular point was mentioned in cabinet mission. अब मैं आपको इसमें एक और aspect इसका समझाती हूँ. This cabinet mission basically failed due to inability of Congress and Muslim League to reconcile their differences. Major points of contention were compulsory groupings of provinces. अब यहाँ पर क्या था ये समझना जरूरी है. What is the meaning of compulsory grouping? So the existing provincial assemblies were to be organized into 3 sections: Group A, Group B, Group C. Group A will have Hindu majority provinces like Madras, Bombay, Central Province, United Provinces, Bihar, Odisha. The Group B will have Muslim majority provinces, Punjab, Northwest Frontier Province, Sindh. And Group C will have Bengal and Assam, which will also have significant Muslim population. And they said that there will be 3-tier government structure. एग्जीक्यूटिव, लेजिस्लेटिव फ्रेमवर्क, प्रोविंशियल सेक्शन और यूनियन लेवल पे तैयार किया जाएगा. ओके, एंड दे आल्सो टॉक्ड अबाउट कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली फॉर्मेशन. इधर भी द असेंबली will have 389 members. 292 will be taken from provinces, the provincial assembly. 4 will be taken from chief commissioners provinces, 93 from princely states. अब यहाँ पर हुई क्या बात? Over here they said that the Indian National Congress and Muslim League, they complicated the situation because both the parties had different views on mission's recommendation. INC was saying that they initially to welcome the idea of constituent assembly and unified India, but they objected to the proposal of grouping the provinces, especially when it seemed to grant Muslim majority areas significant autonomy. And Muslim League, initially they also accepted the plan, particularly because it allowed Muslim majority provinces to group together, but they later rejected the mission because Congress opposed the idea of mandatory grouping. So they thought it is a betrayal of Muslim interest, and that is why वहीं से demand of Pakistan started. तो यहाँ पर हम देखेंगे then we have the Mountbatten plan and then we have Indian Independence Act जिसके बाद आपका partition भी साथ में आता है. So this was basically the entirety of important timeline based events from modern history which you have to revise. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you understood वेयर आई मेंशनड PYQs कहाँ पर इंटरकनेक्टेड है, इंटरलिंक्ड है, आपने समझा होगा कि वहां पर मुझे टॉपिक्स पे किस तरीके से फोकस करना है. Because this class is going to be the ultimate revision class for you, based on the timeline to revise all the important core events which happened in modern history from the perspective of PYQs. After completing this class, do attempt the PYQs. There will be class notes on our Telegram community. There will be class test on our Telegram community. So, in every case, make sure you join the Telegram community to make your revision all the more stronger. Thank you so much, everyone, for being so patient with me in this class.